Hello everyone and welcome back to ILR4, and tonight we have the Japanese Grand Prix. Now, for anyone who watched last week's race at Italy, you'll know that it all got decided on the last lap between a dart bolt and kryptonite. So yeah, it's all to play for tonight. I believe Dougie took a hit last week at Italy, but dart bolt took full advantage and closed the gap to him in the championship. So in terms of Japan tonight, strategy is a bit mixed. You can go, I think you can go supers to soft, but again it all comes down to if you've got good tyre wear. I think a lot of people might go supers to medium just to be on the safe side, just to make sure to get the tyres to the end, because the last thing you want is to get an unexpected puncture, maybe in one of your stints, preferably the one at the end might be the more costly one to get. So yeah, already got yellows in sector 3, so I don't know who it is. I'm currently watching Campbell, who last week wasn't up to his best. He qualified well and just fell down the order at the start of the race and just wasn't able to get back into the fight for the top 5. So he's going to be looking for a bit of redemption tonight. Another person who's not been as of great recently is Chazza. He started off the season really well. Got podiums, kept on getting top 5s, and in his last few races, like Campbell, just hasn't been that consistent. Been involved in stupid incidents, some not his fault, obviously been in the wrong place at the wrong time, obviously isn't anyone's fault. So hopefully Chazza and Campbell can both redeem some points here tonight in that midfield battle, of course. And at the back, or currently at the back, we have Joe, and I think Wesker was meant to be here but left the lobby. So this is Joe's second race here. His race last week in Italy didn't go very well, so again someone who's looking to make a stamp on ILR4. So good luck to Joe tonight. And of course title contenders, Dougie of course leading the way by quite some margin still, I think, and then you've got Dartbolt and Nick both sort of catching up to him, but I don't think Nick's not actually here again. So Dougie's nearest competitor tonight is Dartbolt. So judging by last week's performance, Dartbolt at the moment is a man on a mission. So Dougie will have to have one eye over his shoulder if he wants to at least extend the gap to Dartbolt. So we've got the 2 4 cylinders of Warlock and Casper, 3rd and 4th at the moment. Good qualifying from them. Only a couple of attempts separating them, as Ushin has backed out of his lap on the medium tyres, I believe. So let's see what everyone's qualifying on. And Joe has actually left the lobby, so he'll be able to get back in, because I know Scott sends quite a lot of invites. I think I've got sent like 10 or something just to get in the lobby. So again, excuse me, he should be able to get back in and set a lap before qualifying ends, as Ushin starts his second flying lap. Of course, it looks quite cloudy as well, so we could be seeing some rain maybe towards the end of qualifying, maybe even for the race, who knows. But the fact that we've got multiple cars out on the medium tyres, I highly doubt we're going to be seeing any rain in qualifying, as Joe has indeed rejoined the session. And I believe we've got another reserve making his debut, Gamini. Again, I'll tell you what, guys who join ILR4 just have names I can't pronounce. It's just a fact. So hopefully he can have a good race tonight as well. And he's starting to come into the pits, almost spinning it into the pit, should I say. And again, someone else is running no ABS. So it's good to see a lot of guys in lower tiers running no ABS. Of course, you don't really see that these days in the lower tiers, because you are allowed to run ABS. It is only off for ILR1, so maybe some of these guys are using ILR4 as a bit of a taster for maybe next season to jump up to ILR1 to prove that they've got the pace against the big boys of the league, so to say. So Ushin going down into 7th slightly in 130R. I don't know what that was about. Maybe he's not confident in the car, but that really does look quite happy today, so to say, as Konzo, Dougie's teammate. Of course, I believe Ferrari took a big dent last week in the constructors as well. So again, he's still going to want to get back to winning ways. And I know these two are in the party together, so if you see team orders, it is planned. So yeah, again, at the moment on pole by a thousandth of a second to Dartbolt. Campbell and Dartbolt seem to both be the same pace, but it's whether one of them can indeed not get caught out in a silly little incident. We've seen that this season, especially from Dartbolt. It's definitely cost him the lead of the championship so far this season, as we see Prix there getting all out of shape on the exit of the S section and goes on a gravel again. Manages to keep the car though, so that's good car control from him. So let's see what Prix can do on the medium tyres, of course. He revs that car, he's going to keep that in 7th, surely. Yes, he is. Going to shift down to 5th, maybe. Yep, then 4th. Get the car nice turned in, and then maybe on exit shift up early. Nope, revs it out completely. And again, he's proper revving that Red Bull out. Is Prix, so he's obviously trying to push the car as much as he can, taking the widest line possible to the final couple of corners. Clips the curb on the outside nicely. If you want to take more curb on the inside there, you are allowed to. Doesn't get you invalid, and he almost slams it into the pit wall there, start the pit wall. So is he going to go again? I believe he is. So a lot of guys doing a few taster laps on the mediums. The only person who looks like he's hooked a lap together is Konzo with a 28.8, and he's a long way off. The guys above him obviously all on the super softs or softs. And Chazar is actually 3rd on softs with 27.7. That's actually a really good lap from him, as Konzo decides to pit. So at the moment we've got Kryptonite, last week's race winner, who hasn't set a lap time yet. Gamini, again if I'm butchering his name, I apologise, in 15th, not set a lap. Scott, Joe and Jacob all not setting laps as of yet, and there's just over 9 minutes left to qualifying. So let's see, who can I go on board with? Let's go on board with oh, never mind. Let's go to DeLuca. Again, someone who I haven't really heard much of this season, and he pits as well. Sick. You had your chance and you blew it, mate. Kryptonite. Let's go on board last week's race winner, who took it on to Dartbolt on the final lap over the line. Incredible scenes last week at Italy, and can he bring the fight to Dartbolt tonight? And Campbell. So far looks like a clean lap from Kryptonite. I am going to get the chat up in a minute, so I haven't got it up yet, so that's my bad. As Kryptonite heads into 130 yard, there's loads of cars everywhere, they're all going to have to move out of the way, and they do nicely. And now Kryptonite takes a lot more of that curb than Prix, so again he can't take as much curb. Oh, he almost bins it over the hump, and he comes across the line to set at 27 dead, and he will get another chance to beat that time, and I think he can, because that final sector wasn't exactly clean. So there's still time in that lap for Kryptonite, I must say, at least a 10th or 2. So yeah, it's all down to Campbell and Dartbolt now. Can they well challenge Kryptonite? I think Chazza will, because he's on the supers now, and he's only 7/10 behind him on the harder tyre. So I reckon Chazza has a really good chance here at potentially getting close to Kryptonite's time. So I'm just getting the chat up now and go back to broadcast. So let's see what everyone is saying in the chat. As Chazar so far looks like a clean lap, goes wide on exit there through Spoon, so I don't know whether that might have got his lap invalid. He looks like he's still going for it. He is. So Chazar rounding the final couple of corners. Is this a good lap for him? He's going to complete it, and he sets a 26.9. I did say he was going to challenge Kryptonite. He's dipped into high 26s. I'm guessing we're going to see a lot more people on Dartbolt. again beats that lap narrowly as well, so it just proves how close the top 4 really are in terms of pace. So that's I didn't even get the chat up in the end. Let's get the chat up now. And we'll see what everyone is indeed. Nope, don't want to do that. What one? What one is it? This one. Am I right? Yes. So, hello Billy, hello Chill, I know Chill's always in here. Hello Lenny, hello Louis, hello Sergeant Sway. I hope you're all good, and of course everyone else that is watching. I hope everyone's having a good evening, and hopefully we are going to have another cracking race here tonight. And yeah, Louis just commenting on when I said let's go on board with. Oh, never mind. I think that was Chill, I believe, when he was off track. And then DeLuca. So he's actually out again. So let's stay on board with DeLuca. He's on an out lap, and he is on the soft tyres right now. So maybe he's opting for the alternate strategy of the soft to medium, or even soft to super soft. Judging by what everyone's tyre wear's like, I'm going to say soft to medium. So yeah, I haven't really seen much of DeLuca. I know last season he was in ILR 3. Wait, what league was I commentating last season? I can't remember. But I know DeLuca joined midway through, and he towards the end of the season he was really quick. So whether this season he's just not been able to hook it up, or he's just not had time to practice, I don't know. But you know, when this man practices and he's on form, he's going to be up there with the likes of Dartbolt and Dougie. And Nick, of course, who isn't here tonight. As DeLuca comes into turn 1, nice and clean, I must say, from DeLuca. Again, this lap looks quite slow, but it's always the slow laps that look the quickest because they're the tidiest. And so far, DeLuca doing a fantastic job so far, keeping the car on track. Ooh, gets a bit on the grass on entry there. It's going to affect his time a little bit. So far, been a nice tidy lap. I think this might just be a little bit of a banker, and if he's not up much, he's just going to pit and put on a set of the super soft tyres. So just over 3 minutes left, and the only person to not set a time is Joe. So I don't know whether Joe's been able to get back in his car or not. I don't know, but hopefully he can get back out and set another lap. As Konzo opted in for the softs, maybe. Who knows? All I know is that it's looking very tight at the top, and Kryptonite, he is on a lap, I believe, so we will go to him after DeLuca finishes his lap. As he comes into 130, good helicopter shot there of the Toro Rosso. Does he pit? Or will he set this? If he sets this lap, he's definitely committed to starting on the softs. And he's going to set the laps. Let's see where DeLuca goes, and as he comes to the line, he goes 13th. Should have pit. Should have pit. Hello Lewis, welcome to the stream. And Gamini's on a lap as well. Again, if I'm butchering his name, I apologise. I'm just a bottle when it comes to pronouncing people's names. Let's stay with him then. I believe he's new anyway. Or he must have changed his name, I don't know. Hello Matt, welcome to the stream. So we've got Matt and Sway, must be chilling on Joe tonight. Want him to see him bottle, but at the moment he ain't getting out. He's out. Joe is out, and Joe's in sector 1 as well. I'm going to stay with Gumini though, just to see what he can set. And Kryptonite goes pole, 26.8, just under a tenth faster than Dartbolt. So the likes of Dartbolt, Chazza, and Campbell all have it all to do now. so you can't get invalid on this next run. As Gumini comes down the back straight towards 130R. Of course, flat out in these cars. No trouble about that. And yet, looked quite easy from him now. Not even turning the wheel that much. So let's see where he goes. Can he be a surprise pole sitter? Dark bolts retired. And no, he goes 11th. Now that could be good for him because that gives him free tyre choice just behind the top 10. Dougie's out on an outlap. He's on the softs. Wow. That is interesting. Dougie's actually on a lap, is he? No, he's on an outlap. Wow. That's bold from Dougie there. And Joe, I believe he's just going to make it round as well. Yes, he is. Ushin, I believe, has backed out. Or he's wanting to be the last person to cross the line. So let's quickly go back to... where is Chazar? Chazar has just rounded turn 1. And he is on a lap. So we're going to stay with Chazar for a little bit. I'm going to chop and change between him, Campbell, and some guys at the back as well. So let's see what Chazar can do through this first sector. It looks like he's absolutely throwing that Sauber about. Finishes sector 1 looking very clean from Chazar. Doesn't want to get invalid. And yeah, it's looking like a good lap so far from Chazar. Looks up a little bit. That's going to cost him a little bit of time. Not much though. Rear sort of almost wanting to kick out on exit, but he manages to keep it under control as he heads into Spoon. Again, want to get on that curb as wide as you can and then sort of get as close to that inside curb, get a good exit, and he does. Keeps it in 5th though, which I found quite strange. I find it better if you shift down to 4th. You can really get the car turned in. And Chazar opting to stay in 5th, goes through 130R flat as Prix goes 5th. That's a good lap from Prix actually, really good lap. 27.6. And Chazar comes around the final corner. This Chazar looks like he's on a mission today. And he's going to come to the line. Is it pole? No, it's not. 26.986. Campbell, is he going to come? Oh my god, I thought he was going to bend it in the wall then. And he improves, but not by enough. 27 dead. So I believe it's Kryptonite on pole. And Dougie actually got 8th on the softs. Konzo, what can he do? He's had a nice try from Nigel there, but not hitting the apex on entry. He's going to kill him for time. Almost losing the rear on the bump. Konzo comes to the line, he goes 5th. So that pushes Dougie down to 12th. And now I believe everyone has finished their lap. So it's Kryptonite who's got pole position here at the Japanese Grand Prix with Dartbolt in 2nd and Chazar in 3rd. Top 3, or top 4 covered by 2 tenths, if that. So this top 4 could chop and change throughout the race. So we could be in for an absolute scorcher here tonight. Hello Scuba. And Wesker isn't here. I don't know what happened to Wesker, but he died. So yeah, so go through the grid before we get on into the formation lap. So Kryptonite takes pole with a 26.8, and then we've got Dartbolt in 2nd, Chazar in 3rd, Campbell in 4th. The top 4 separate just over 2 tenths. Absolutely incredible. Slightly further back we've got Konzo in 5th, 4 tenths behind, and then we've got Casper in 6th, Warlock in 7th. That's good for the 2 Force India boys. Joe in 8th, so I didn't see Joe actually set that time. That's a good lap time from Joe. We've got Prix in 9th, Rink in 10th, and then we've got Nigel who's in 11th, and Dougie in 12th. And J. Cole, to be fair, did actually follow Dougie's strategy, so who knows. And we've got Will in the chat cheering for DeLuca. I believe DeLuca's down the field. I didn't really see the whole of the grid. So while these guys sort out the strategies, I'm going to quickly get a drink and I'll be back to go through the full grid and the tyre choices outside the top 10. So we've got Kryptonite on pole with a Dartbolt in second, Chazzo in third, Campbell in fourth, Konzo in fifth, Caspar in sixth, Warlock in seventh. So the two Force India boys could maybe use some team tactics here, maybe getting a couple of positions off the line. We've got Joe in eighth, really good lap time from him, and Prix in ninth, a good lap time from him as well. So hopefully they can stay there and score some points tonight. And we've got Rink in 10th. Nigel always finds himself just outside the top 10. And he always starts on the hardest possible compound. And he gets on the grass, almost slams into Rink there as well. Dougie in 12th. Around Japan, that's going to be absolutely difficult for him to try and get a good result. J. Cole in 13th, opting for the mediums. Scott 14th, opting for the softs. Gamini opting for the softs. DeLuca on softs. And then Chill, Ushin and Wesker has actually made it. Wesker has made it. Go on, Wesker. He's on the mediums as well, so he's going to want to try getting the tyres heated up as much as he can. Because about to go underway here, as a few cars have been disqualified from the formation lap, but for maybe going too slow or slight contact between each other. As waiting for Wesker now. And he's just about to get on the line, so I'm going to go back up to the front of Kryptonite. And who's going to get a better start, Kryptonite or Dartbolt? I reckon Kryptonite's going to get a better start. And I think Chaz is going to get a better start than Dartbolt. And Chaz is going to go down to third and break his wing. I mean Dartbolt, sorry. So we're going to go to 4, 5, red lights. And it's lights out and away we go. And I think Kryptonite's got a good start, but the Williams of Campbell now up into third. So this is going to be big for Dartbolt now. This is where he sort of needs to prove himself, where he can actually pass the car and not get wing damage. So he's got it all to do tonight. And Konzo is down to 5th, Breeze down to 9th, Wesker's up to 16th, Joe's all the way down in last, I think, I don't know. There's yellows in sector 1. It looked pretty clean from what I saw. So, I mean, Dougie's up to 10th, so Dougie's had a really good start. There's Ushin's falling back, way back, actually. And so is Joe DeLuca. He's right at the back, and Wesker's made a couple places up already. And Chill. Ooh, Gamini going for a bit of a dive bomb there on J. Cole. As they all look like they've got through okay. And Caspar and Warlock again looking to attack Konzo, but they both made a mistake. One of them went too oversteer, one of them went too wide. And at the front, I mean, Kryptonite, 8/10 already. And Campbell is starting to pressure Dartbolt. Oh, Kryptonite goes wide though. Wow. I mean, he's got the gap and Ushin's decided to retire. So I don't think Kryptonite would have got a penalty for that, because he would have went off the throttle as he came back on track. So it wouldn't have... Why does the gap say a 10th? I don't know. But yeah, Campbell and Chazza. Oh, Chazza looked quite close there for a second. What? Oh yeah, I think there might be slight desync. Just slight. I'm going to quickly change the party settings though, because I feel like this is too loud. I feel like people can't hear me. Maybe that should be better. So yeah, so far been quite a tidy start. DeLuca and Wesker have gone side by side, I believe. I think that was DeLuca getting past Wesker. Yes, it was. And again, we've seen a good little midfield battle here from 15th all the way up to... Yeah, there's loads of desync. It says that Breeze a minute 33 behind. I don't know what that's about. But yeah, really good midfield battle at the moment. As Konzo looks to catch up to the top 4. When Kryptonite is just piecing out at the moment. It's 7/10 already to Dartbolt in second place. And it says that Casper's 2/10 behind Warlock when he clearly isn't. Oh, Campbell and Dartbolt going at it. Has Dartbolt got wing damage? Oh, that's going to be the main one. But Dartbolt will have that slipstream, as DRS is now enabled. So can Chazza get involved in this battle for what is second place? Because at the moment, Kryptonite 1.9 the gap already. So Chazza, man on a mission. I did say he needed a good result tonight, and so far, doing the best that he can. Going slightly wide will help him slightly. Oh, I think Rink's off. Yeah, he's got gravel on his tyres, he's off. Let's go back up to Dartbolt. As he tries to get past Campbell. Is he going to dive him here? Is he going to go for it? No, he isn't. Oh, he almost did. See, this is what he's got to be careful of. I've told him many times that 100% brake pressure does not do you any justice, because now he's got Chazza and soon Konzo and Warlock are going to be all over him as well. So Dartbolt has it all to do, and again Campbell going wide, so they're all making mistakes here, which is allowing Kryptonite to get away and allowing each other to stay within TRS. So they're not helping each other out here, that's for sure. Because you can see there, everyone else sort of starting to catch up to them now. So is he going to go for it? Campbell goes a bit wide, a bit deep on entry. That's going to allow Dartbolt to get the run he needs. Almost thought they lagged there. Campbell goes defensive. So Dartbolt's going to have to go around the outside. And he does it before turn 1. As Campbell manages to keep third place. Chazza, again, keeping a very close watch on this battle between these two. I know Chazza starts with less fuel, but he hasn't this time, so I don't know what's going on. And Scott, he's fallen down the place, a couple places. Let's quickly go to Scott. And yeah, Scott's off the track. Yes, he hasn't got wing damage, so he can carry on. So must have just had enough. And so's Wesker as well. Oh, Scott's had another off. Oh my god, this is going to be fun seeing the issue trying to go around the track on tyres with dirt on and gravel. Let's stay with Wesker then, just to see what happens between these two. Chazza and Campbell going at it. Oh, I think Campbell spun. I think Campbell had a slight off there. Well, they connected, and that's allowed Warlock and Konzo by. I missed that. I missed that to try and watch Wesker handle the car. Oh, Chazza and Campbell getting quite close again. Oh my god. So they must have touched into the hairpin, which allowed Konzo and Warlock to slide on by, and now these two battling have allowed Dartbolt sort of a bit of breathing space. Is Chazza going to go for it? He does. Well, it looks like Casper hit Chazza there as well. Chazza cut the corner there as well, so that'll be a warning for him. So Chazza will of course have DRS. Now does he go for it? Will he go for it? Will he try and sink one down the inside into turn 1? No, he doesn't. Stays behind. So now at least you really have to sort of get a move on here, as Joe decides to pit early. Could be for wing damage, and it is. Excuse me. But so far, this man doing everything right so far. He's definitely a man on a mission, especially since last week. Late title contender maybe, who knows. But at the moment, Dartbolt 2.2 behind. He's keeping Konzo behind by about a couple tenths a lap. We're up to 1.8 actually, so he's doing he's doing everything right. Is Dartbolt. Warlock keeping a watching brief behind Konzo. And where's Dougie? Dougie's up into 9th, so let's quickly go to Dougie, who's catching up to the guys all on the super soft tyres. So it'll be now, from now onwards, I think Dougie will be the quickest guy out of these top 9. You can just see how much grip he's got, and Campbell's round. Oh, Campbell's round. He's collected Casper. Dougie saw it from a mile off, backed out straight away. I don't know if Prix got wing damage or not. No, he didn't. And now Casper falls down the order, as Campbell, I think, might have just lost the car on exit. He's got Gamini down his inside. He's going to let him go, of course. He's then got Nigel to deal with. He's going to let Nigel go. They're all getting a bit messy here now. Ooh, DeLuca clipped the side of Campbell there. And Campbell stays out. So did he get wing damage from that? I don't think he did. So he must have just spun the car on exit and still managed to keep the car all in one piece. As Jacob got into turn 1 very, very quickly there. Dougie weren't able to get past Prix there. So I think Dougie will be the one making the moves here. So that Dougie really needs to get past these guys pretty quick if he wants any chance of the win or even a podium. As Dougie and Prix. I must say, Dougie's car looks very stable behind that Red Bull. Now, is he going to go for a move into the hairpin? He's gaining because of the slipstream. Yes, he does. Prix saw it coming from a mile off. Gave him the space. Prix's going to hold it around the outside, though. It's a good race in between these two. Of course, these two wouldn't have met before on track. Because Dougie's been at the front and Prix, unfortunately, has been at the back. And Prix, to be fair to him, putting up a fantastic solid display. As Dougie goes for a desperate move into Spoon. You don't go for moves there. Vettel and Verstappen all over again. And Prix not only lost a place to Dougie but to J. Cole as well, who's on their medium tyres. And you know what? He's doing a fantastic job here at staying with Dougie. As J. Cole and Prix go side by side into 130R, Prix backs out and lets J. Cole by. So yeah, J. Cole's really got good pace on these medium tyres, and he's quicker than Dougie at this stage of the race, which is quite interesting. As we've got a nice helicopter shot. Well, we did have a nice helicopter shot. And J. Cole going to go round the outside. This could end in tears. J. Cole goes a bit wide. Dougie sneaks back down the inside. And Dougie keeps the place for now. But J. Cole on their medium tyres is a man on a mission. And now Dougie has to sort of create a gap between himself and J. Cole and catch up to Chazza. And the yellows, Gamini, I believe Gamini's had an off. He's in the gravel. Has he got wing damage? I believe people just losing the rear because I don't think he's got any wing damage. He hasn't. Oh my god, the Renault there of Wesker almost getting collected there. And now he's got to be careful. I mean, he's got a healthy gap to rink behind. But yeah, this guy's just losing the rear quite easily actually. So let's go back to... Campbell losing the rear as well. So let's go back to J. Cole. Half a second behind Dougie now. So Dougie's gained a couple attempts this lap. As Campbell, has he had another off? No, I believe DeLuca's just gone past him. So we're seeing again. Last week Campbell had a really good qualifying, and in the race it's just falling apart for him. So I don't know what's going on with him recently, but it's unfortunate to see because I couldn't stop praising him last week, and I've sort of done the same this week, and he's doing this. So I don't really know what to say. As Dougie pulls in a couple attempts to Chazza, but he's going to be looking behind him because J. Cole on their medium tyres. I can't express that enough. J. Cole was in a fantastic position to get a podium here. As Dougie goes wide, trying to brake late. And J. Cole, it's just absolutely incredible pace on the mediums. Again, I can't express that enough. So through sector 1, of course, Dougie would have the slight advantage being on a softer, grippier tyre. But I think at this point in the race, I think they're both sort of got the same sort of grip. I think maybe J. Cole's tyres might be in that little bit more better condition. Joe's got 5 seconds to stop go penalty, and Joe has called it a day again. So Joe not scoring points again in ILR4. So unfortunate to see. So so far we have lost Ushin and Joe from this race. Currently on for the battle for 6th place between Dougie and J. Cole. Both started outside the top 10. Both starting on different tyres, and of course Dougie is starting to get a bit of a gap now. So if we can just get a couple more attempts, then he can start looking forward to the likes of Chazza and Warlock. Because Chazza's actually within DRS now. So Chazza might be pushing here. He's got a lot of ERS left. If he goes in sector 2, I believe that might be Chill. Yeah, it is. He's got grass on his tyres, so he's had enough as well. And I think he might have wing damage. No, I think he might be fine. I'm seeing pit stops now. Kryptonite, race leader in the pits. Let's see where he comes out. And he's going to put on a set of mediums. That's huge for him. Just got to see where he comes out now. If he comes out in a clean track, his teammate's going to get past him. Can he get out ahead of that Renault? There goes Chill. Yes, he can. So that's a good spot for Kryptonite. Ooh, but I mean, Chill's on fresh. Oh, he has got wing damage, so he's got right end plate damage, and that's going to allow his. Well, he's not his teammate, but that's going to allow Wesker to catch up. And Wesker's car looks understeery as hell. That rear does not look happy whatsoever. And of course with Chill's wing damage as well, at least we're not going to catch Kryptonite, and Kryptonite has got a lot of fresh air. So will this now trigger the pit stops for the guys at the front? Let's see. As Konzo and Dartbolt. I mean, Konzo is actually catching Dartbolt here. The gap now down to a second. So let's see if any of these guys blink as well, whether they're going to try and go, excuse me, a couple laps later and try and go on the soft tyre, because I believe if you can get into lap 11, lap 12, you can go softs. And Dartbolt pits, Konzo pits, Chazza pits, so yeah, Dougie carries on, and now, wow, Dougie actually caught up a lot there to the back of Chazza. Now it is Dougie who takes the lead of this race, with J. Cole still in second, and Prix gets a 5-second stop go penalty. That's going to be crucial towards the end of the race. So Dougie now getting that gap up 1.6 now. So Dougie really starting to force issue here in Kryptonite. Where does Dartbolt come out? Dartbolt has come out in a whole heap of traffic, I believe. No, he hasn't. He's got Wesker just ahead of him, and he's got Konzo just behind him as well. And Dartbolt, soft tyres? I don't see him going to the end. But I had to quickly go do something on Dartbolt. Oh, through 130. Dartbolt, I believe that is wing damage. Might be wing damage. I don't know. Chill, I think, lost the rear a little bit. Has Dartbolt got wing damage? He has. Oh, right end plate damage. You hate to see it. Wesker's gone as well. He is not going to be a happy chappy. Let's just say that. And up at the front, Dougie getting that gap up to Jake on R2.4 now, the gap. So Dougie doing all he can to extend the soft stint as a Kryptonite. Oh, I thought that was Kryptonite, but Scott's had an off, which allowed Kryptonite to just sail on by. My heart was almost in my mouth there. As a Chill going off again. Is that going to allow Chazza through? I think Chill just has a wing. Yeah, he's got wing damage. So Chazza is going to go around the outside. Wow, did he go down to neutral there? Chazza around the outside gets a better exit. Chill is still fighting this. He's got wing damage. I don't know why he is. I mean, it's good entertainment for me. And Chill finally does back out, and he's got Konzo now behind him. So all this battling is allowing. Oh, Chill's gone off. Oh my god. Jeez. Jesus Christ. That was coming, to be fair. Running around with half a wing. It's not good, and now he's going to come back on track safely. And yeah, it's not what you want to see. Kryptonite sets the fastest lap of the race. Prix and Rink are going into battle through 130 yard. Prix down the inside, Rink holds it around the outside. Campbell though with the overspeed gets down the inside of him. Prix gives him all the space in the world, which is what you want to see. And sort of Prix lost out there, to be honest. Unlucky Joe. Edward, yes he does. Are you surprised? It's Dartbolt. No, that wasn't his fault, by the way. This time it wasn't his fault, to be fair. He definitely has got wing damage. He's got right end plate damage, I believe. I mean, going for the soft tyres is a bold call as it is, I must say. So if Dougie can, I mean, he's got 3.5 now, the gap. So Dougie just might have been, you know, just saving the tyres for now, because at the moment he's absolutely leaving J. Cole for dust. Got Nigel and DeLuca. Is DeLuca going to fake it down the inside? No, he doesn't. No, he's going to get a better exit here. I believe Nigel has, yeah, by a fair margin. DeLuca pits on lap 11. Does he get a... No. Oh, he gets one. I thought he slowed down in time. Oh, that's unfortunate for him. He's doing so well this race as well. As Kryptonite goes by, and he's got a healthy advantage to Dartbolt in second, or net second. As Nigel picks up a penalty. We've seen a lot of penalties, but I don't know actually who's got them. As Warlock and Chaz are actually going into battle. Oh, Konzo's round! And he's collected Gamini with him. I always miss these incidents just as they're about to happen. So Konzo with wing damage. That's going to hurt the constructors for Dougie, so he's going to have to pit again. And maybe put on a set of softs maybe. And Warlock... No, Gamini, sorry, I believe he might have slight damage on the left-hand side. I can't actually tell. Excuse me. Let's have a look. Does he have wing damage? I don't think he does, but they did hit pretty hard. Judging by that, well, McLaren's moving, I believe he might have slight wing damage. As Chaz now catching up to Dartbolt. Now, is Dartbolt going to yield this position as easily as what Chill should have? So obviously he's going to know that he's got wing damage, because by the way he's catching him. Dougie finally pit, so he's going to go onto a set of mediums, that's for sure. And does Chaz go for the inside? No, he doesn't. He wants that DRS, so Dartbolt's going to focus on the exit here. And Chaz has been loving that curb all day long. And Chaz, he's got the DRS now, he sets another fastest lap, so Chaz is a man on full. Man, Dougie's just coming out of the pits here. Oh, that's going to be tight. Chaz is down the inside. Dartbolt yields the position. I think he had to there because of the wing damage. As Gamini and Konzo both pit as well. Of course, Konzo having that incident. I believe he just lost. It looked like he just lost the rear again, to be honest. And now Dougie. This is going to hurt Dartbolt so much because he knows every point gained on Dougie is... Oh, DeLuca's out! Oh, he's binned it! He's absolutely binned it. Oh, that's not what you want to see. He was doing so well. Definite points finished there. Rink's out as well. Where's he binned it? Has he binned it in the pits? Yeah, I think Rink's retired in the pits. Yes, he has. So let's go back up to Kryptonite, who is catching Nigel here. So let's see if Nigel yields this position. I mean, Kryptonite is a man on a mission. 7-second gap. Oh, almost contact. Now, is Nigel going to fight this? Kryptonite almost losing the car there as well. And he does not fight with Kryptonite. He knows his battle isn't with him. So Campbell gets another time penalty, sorry, for corner cutting. J. Cole finally pits. Now, can Dougie get the undercut on J. Cole? Of course, he's going to fit the soft tyres. So this should do him to the end of the race quite easily, being that the truck is rubbered in. So it should be enough. As J. Cole, where is he? There goes Dougie. There goes Warlock. And here comes J. Cole in clean air. So now J. Cole can proper attack the guys ahead. And Dougie will need to get past Dartbolt as quickly as he can. Because if he finds himself stuck behind Dartbolt, then J. Cole and Warlock will definitely be involved in the battle. And yeah, I think so far, I think when Nigel pits, it will be the true order of the race. So yeah, Dougie definitely has it all to do now, being on the fresher medium tyres, but J. Cole as well, one to watch for sure. But it's all about whether Dougie can dispatch the Dartbolt easily. Of course, with that wing damage as well. Dartbolt might defend it just a little bit harder because he knows it's Dougie. So we'll find out in the next couple of laps, because he is absolutely closing in to Dartbolt at a rate of knots. As yeah, so he's almost within DRS now with Dougie. Kryptonite, again, dominant performance tonight so far. I mean, the closest battle on track is between Dougie and Dartbolt, so I expect Dougie to get DRS this lap, or by the end of it, should I say. You can just see it through turn 1, you see how much time Dougie gains. He gained at least 2/10 through turn 1 alone, so he's going to gain all his time through this first sector and hopefully be within DRS so we can actually have a battle on stream. And it'd be interesting to see if Dartbolt does defend this. And now surely Dougie must be within DRS. Yes, he is. He's now within a DRS to Dartbolt, his title rival, or his nearest rival tonight, should I say, because Nick, again, it hasn't turned up. Excuse me. So, yeah, I don't know what's happening to Nick, whether he's got his exams or just is just busy. Fair enough, really, but, you know, just making it easy for Dougie. And if Dartbolt keeps getting wing damage like this, then you've got to feel like this is Dougie's title to lose at this point. And yeah, it's 9 attempts now, so we could be seeing a move for what is this could be a crucial move for Dougie here. If Dartbolt defends it hard, then it could end badly for Dougie, but I don't see Dartbolt defending that hard. To see how much time he's gaining under braking as well. This is absolutely huge between these two guys. Is Dougie going to go for it? Dartbolt defends it. Oh, Dougie tried to go for a bit of up and under there. He wasn't able to get it done though, so he has to be patient here because he knows Dartbolt must have some sort of damage to be this slow. So he's just got to play it cool, play it calm, but he will have to try and get past as quickly as he can. But try and not hinder his own race as well. He's got a gap behind to Warlock and Jacob at the moment, that's fine. He can sort of afford to stay behind this lap, but if he can get a good exit out of this corner here, then it could be move on. And I believe if he doesn't go for it, then I'll be very surprised. Dartbolt does indeed defend it off though, and Dougie will go for the exit. He's got the exit. Could we see Dougie go for another move into Spooner? And I think Dartbolt, look at that. Yeah, Dougie's playing with him. Dougie is absolutely playing with him. He's saving the ERS from Dartbolt's on 4. Oh, Dartbolt losing the rear there, that's not going to help. Dougie switches it up to 3, Dartbolt's in 3 as well. If I was Dougie, I would have put it into overtake and then back down to Rich. But Dougie's going to want to get past, he's going to put it down into 0 maybe. No, he doesn't, keeps it in Rich. Oh, Dougie's got a much better exit there. This is it, this might be it for Dougie. He's got the DRS. He's catching. He is catching. Dartbolt does defend, so he's defending this place for his life. Dougie round the outside, and Dartbolt defends again from Dougie. And I think Dougie might get a little bit frustrated now because he knows Dartbolt isn't going to give the position up without a fight. And yeah, Dartbolt back in 0 ERS. He goes in sector 2. Oh my god, no, not through here, not through here. Dougie. Oh my god, what a move. Oh, there's slight contact between the both. Dartbolt gets back by. They're still side by side. Dougie gives him the place back. That could have ended badly for both of them. Oh, Dougie's found the gap. Dartbolt again defending. And Warlock's getting a second there through all this. Oh, this is getting a bit hairy now from these two. Definitely a little bit hairy now. Dartbolt's got a lot of ERS left, whereas Dougie, you can tell he's pushing. And now Dartbolt's lost 3 seconds to Chazza as Nigel gets overtaken by Chazza now. So this, Chazza is having the best race that he's had in a while. Dougie's almost out of fuel. Dougie's on yellow. So Dougie's going to have to save ERS here. He's going to go for it, is he? Round the outside. Oh, there's not enough space there. Dougie has not got enough ERS. He might not be able to make the move now. Don't know what Dougie's playing now. I mean, Oh my god, this is happening again. Down into turn 1. Oh, what a move! Oh, there's slight contact between them both. Oh, Dartbox round! Oh my, oh, he's having, oh, he's off, he's off. Oh, that looked like a good move from Dougie there. I know Dartbot's going to report that, but oh my god, Jesus. And Dartbot will not be a happy man after tonight's race, because now he's got Prix coming from out of nowhere. I believe that move wasn't, you know, bad from Dougie. I believe Dartbot just wasn't able to save the rear on exit. He might have just tried to put the power down too early on the curb, as Prix gets by as well. So another disaster from Dartbolt. They all started with Chill, himself and Chill, going side by side through 130R. So yeah, I don't know what to make of that. It's going to get reported for sure, and the stewards will have a long look at that, and hopefully they come up with the right decision, because, you know, I for one, I'm sort of on the fence with this one. There's Prix up in 8th, so he's in the point, so he's doing a fantastic job so far. Scott gets by Dartbolt as well, so I think Dartbolt might just be pitting next lap. Who knows? And yeah, closest battle now, Warlock and Dougie. Jacob, sorry. As Dougie gets promoted up into 3rd place now. How far's Dougie? Oh, okay, never mind. Never mind. So at the moment, the only battle on track is between Jacob and Warlock. So I'm going to stay on board with Warlock, as Dartbolt does indeed retire from the session. So yeah, that incident will definitely be investigated after the race. And yeah, I don't think Dougie did anything wrong. Just he got the move done, and then Dartbolt just couldn't handle the rear. I think he tried to, excuse me, to get on the power too early, and it cost him ultimately the race. So you know, I'd like to see that from his point of view, just to see what happened. So we all know what this game's like. On my screen it looked innocent from Dougie, but on his screen it might have looked malicious from Dougie. So again, we'll have to have a look at that and see what actually happened. So while I'm on board with Warlock, I'm going to go for a quick drink, and I'll be back for the final 7 laps of this race. We start lap 21, well I say start, halfway through lap 21 out of 27. It is Kryptonite, who haven't really said much about this race. I've sort of said little bits, but you know, this man has been on a mission. Oh, a little bit of lag there as well, through sector 1. Yellows as well, so that might have hindered someone there. There's Kryptonite, 7-second lead to Cheza. I really don't think he's going to get to the end on them softs either. I'd be very surprised if he does. 17 laps on a set of softs. I don't know, I don't see it happening myself. I don't know. I mean, his tyres look quite... I mean, they don't look great, but they don't look bad, so... yeah, we'd have to see what happens. But Dougie isn't really gaining on Chazza either. So maybe in the last few laps we'll see... maybe Dougie gain a lot of time towards the end. And Jacob 2.1 now behind Dougie, so Dougie might have to start looking back, because he's got Warlock there as well, right behind Jacob, who's still got DRS to be fair. And Campbell, to be fair to him, is in there, still in and around the top 6. But yeah, it's been an interesting little race tonight. Little few incidents which will be investigated after the race. Of course, I didn't really see all of them on stream. A lot of them just look like they lost a car on the rear, so I don't really know what to make of it. But yeah, we've got Nigel in 8th now, right up behind Prix. Scott's pitted again, so that could be wing damage for Scott. No, time penalty. Let's have a quick look. Let's not have a quick look. Is it a wing change? No, it's not, so he might be going just for fastest lap. As Nigel and Prix closest battle now on track. As Warlock is out of DRS now from J. Cole. So just how much later we able to brake on them supers at the end of the race. I don't think Bree's going to fight this too much. I think he knows Nigel was on the fastest tyre. Excuse me. Well, this could be a good little battle between these two. Don't go side by side for 130 yard. Don't go side by side for 130 yard, please. Oh, I can see it's ending in tears. No, doesn't go for it. Does he go for the inside? No, he doesn't. Prix does defend it though. But in turn, he's going to get a really bad exit now out of the final corner. That's going to put Nigel all over his rear end. Is Prix going to defend it? Or is he just going to let him by? Defends the inside. Yes, he does. So Prix does not want to give this place up. And Nigel swoops right round the outside. And Prix can't do nothing about that, unfortunately, just on the quicker tyre. So now Prix down into 8th place, but I think he'll be happy with tonight's result. Him and Nigel, to be fair, will both be happy with where they finish. And to be fair, Chaz's softs aren't really dying, are they? He's gaining time on Kryptonite. But I just don't see them lasting. I really don't. If they do, I'll be very surprised. I mean, they're looking in good condition now, from what they were earlier. But I can just see the front left tyre just getting a bit darker on the outside. So of course that is an indication that that the tyre is starting to die. Let's see what it looks like from the rear. As he comes into 130R, and they look, yeah. Okay, he could make it to the end, but again, that front left does not look nice. And just yellows in sector 1 again. And it is Casper. After setting the fastest lap, he just tried pushing too much. And now Scott might get him as well, as Chill decides to pit and gets a 5-second stop go for his worries as well. There's yellows in sector 2 now. Who is that? I don't know. And Kryptonite, I think now. Just Sunday drive, really. 7-second gap. Doesn't need to do anything too ridiculous. He knows that. As Bree's actually going to... Oh no, that's Chill, my bad. So Chill, is he going to... No, he doesn't. I thought Chill might have tried to fight that, but he didn't. What also could be interesting here is if Nigel's soft supers die and Bree's able to stay sort of in and around a second, Bree could actually get back in front of him towards the end, and Chill is not going to be able to get in front of Bree doing that. So Chaz is still catching, but it's just not enough. It's just not enough to put Kryptonite under any pressure whatsoever. Dougie, good race for him, started outside top 10 in a podium position as it stands. J. Cole as well, a really good race for him. I thought he would have put Dougie under a little bit more pressure. I mean, he's still got a little bit of time to. We've got now 1.8 now. Warlock still in DRS to J. Cole on them soft, so it just proves the pace he's had today. Campbell, the gap sort of stabilising between 3.5 seconds between him and Warlock. So again, the top 6 realistically have had this sort of same pace, along with Dartbolt as well. Obviously he's out of the race, but you know, he definitely had the pace with these guys as well, there's no doubt about that. As Warlock and J. Cole starting to get a little bit closer now, and J. Cole's actually starting to catch Dougie now, so all of these three could be involved in a little battle towards the end of the race, because there's only 2 laps left, so J. Cole's going to want to get him. As I mean, all of J. Cole's lights are flashing there. And yeah, has he got wing damage? No way he's got wing damage. Surely not. No, he hasn't got wing damage, so I don't know why that red light is flashing. I've never seen that before. Someone can tell me why that red light is flashing, that'd be great, because I have no idea why that would be flashing. Bree, is it Bree or Nigel? I think it might be Nigel. It is Nigel. Oh my god! Oh, wow. Chill from out of nowhere. absolutely decimated there. He's got half a wing again. Oh, that could have ended badly there for Chill, but luckily he was a lap down, but that still doesn't make up for the fact that Nigel definitely rejoined the track quite dangerously there. Well, it looked like to me anyway. As a Warlock now. Is he going to put a move on J. Cole? I just want to know why that red light is flashing, that's all. Yeah, I think Chazanav's just sort of dropped off a little bit. I think Kryptonite might have turned it up a little bit the last lap or so, because the gap now 8.3. And now Dougie sort of stabilising at 10.5 seconds. J. Cole losing time. Warlock gaining time. Casper, he lost a lot of time that lap. 5.1. My God. Wow. So let's see. Right, so we've got just a lap and a half left. Let's see the position changes as they are. So we've got J. Cole gaining 9, Dougie gaining 9, Warlock gaining 2, Breen gaining 2, Nigel gaining 2, Gamini gaining 5, and on his debut he's in 10th place, so might be a little contender there for driver of today. Scott gaining 3, and Chill in the pits, who's still gained 4 positions. So if Gamini can stay in 10th, then you know, for being a debut, that's got to be driver of the day territory there. But at the moment it has to be between Dougie and J. Cole. You know, starting outside the top 10 around this track and still being third and fourth. Definite a good achievement for both of them. As Warlock catches J. Cole. That red light's still flashing. I still don't know what that means. I still pretty know what that means by now. He's in sector 1. For a minute I thought that was Kryptonite then. Let's see, Warlock, he's going to go for a move. Look at that camera angle. What am I meant to see with that? Warlock down the inside. J. Cole defends the outside. Goes off track. Oh, that is tight. J. Cole did get a 3-second time penalty though. They're still going to be side by side. Yes, they are. J. Cole slightly, holds on to that place. He goes in sector 2 now. Believe that might have been Chazza, maybe? I have no idea. Oh no. Wait, was it? Oh, I don't know, but there's a car ahead of Dougie. It's a lapped car who kicked up a bit of gravel. As a Kryptonite round spoon for the final time. Warlock cannot make the move on J. Cole. So we'll go back to Kryptonite in a second as he comes round. A 130R. This has been a much more dominating performance from Kryptonite. Of course, doesn't want to do anything too stupid. He's in sector 2 now. I don't know what's going on. And Kryptonite, round in the final corner, will win the Japanese Grand Prix. 2 wins in a row. He knows what that means. He's happy with that. I would be as well. As Chazza gets a well-deserved second place. It's just the Chazza we all know and love. He comes across the line to finish second. Dougie with a really good third place, to be fair to him. Sort of criticised him for qualifying on the soft, but in the end it worked out just right for him. As he comes across the line to finish third. J. Cole and Warlock are going to take this to the line, but who's going to get it? It is Warlock who gets fourth with J. Cole in fifth. Campbell in sixth. Yes, he finishes sixth. Prix will get a really good 7th place here tonight. Really good from him as he finishes in 7th. But will he get it though? Because Nigel, I believe, doesn't have any stop goes. I don't think he will. He's 10 seconds behind. So let's see as he crosses the line, and he doesn't. Konzo will get 9th, and Gomini, again, if I'm saying his name wrong, I apologise. He will get a single point on his debut, I believe. Unless he's changed his online name no one told me about, then yeah. So Gomini will get the last point, and Scott as a Chill doing donuts again. I think he done donuts last week as well, bless him. As Scott now rounding the final corner, he'll see Chill doing donuts, and he'll be thinking, come on mate, get a move on. We've all got places to be, things to do. And Chill will finally cross the line. No, he won't. He's going to try and do a donut. Yes, he does. He does a donut across the line. So yeah, not as good as Italy last week, but definitely still a thrilling race with a lot of incidents. A lot of people losing the rear, look like, in that race. So yeah, a lot of things definitely to be investigated, but it is Kryptonite who will take the win. We know that for sure. And Chazar and Dougie joining him on the podium. So yeah, a really good race here tonight. And of course, I won't be doing podium interviews again tonight. This week, sorry. I've just literally got to shoot off in literally a minute, so there's not really much point. So it is Kryptonite who wins with Chazar in second, Dougie in third, good for his championship hopes. Warlock in fourth, a good result for him. Jacob in fifth. Campbell in sixth, a good result for Prix in seventh. Nigel in eighth. Conzo ninth. Gamini in 10th. Just outside the top 10 we have Scott, Caspar and Chill, and we lost Dartbolt, DeLuca, Rink, Wesker, Joe and Ushin. So I believe after Japan, if I'm not mistaken, it might be Brazil. I don't know. Don't hold me to that. So yeah, I'll see you same time next week for ILR4. My name's been Cliffy, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.